excited? They're making fun of me in the back. Tell me if you guys agree. I was told I look like a youth pastor. Fuck you, lady. Fuck you. A youth pastor if he had a cocaine problem, so. I was also told I look like Emilio Estevez if he was in the breakfast, lunch, and dinner club. And then the best one was I look like Stephen Baldwin if he was from Paducah, Kentucky. What the fuck, man? What is this like the PTA meeting up front? Is this what's going on here? Yeah? Do you guys live here in Portland? Yeah? Did you guys hear about your Portland Police Department today? They're now going to do background checks on carnival workers. And if they've been convicted of a felony, they can't work the carnival this year. Meaning, Portland's not having a carnival this year. I do comedy all over the country. I just got back from a third world country. Yeah, Yuma, Arizona. Oh my God, have you been to that town? It's like the fucking Star Wars cantina down there. That is the only town that I've been to. If you have all your teeth, they look at you like you're suspicious. I was doing comedy at their club. Their club there is called Giggles Comedy Spot, and they refer to it as the G spot for comedy. I told my wife I was going to the G spot. She's like, I'm just glad you finally found it. I was bombing. I was not doing well. And there was a guy in a front row in a wheelchair. I did so bad, he stood up and walked out the door. That's not good. But I got pulled over in Yuma, Arizona by their police department, and I was speeding pretty good. And I'm going to be honest with you. The cop walks up, and he goes, why are you going so fast? And I freaked out. And I was like, oh, my wife called. She said the house that we're staying into, the front window is broken, and she thinks the burglar's still inside. Swear to God, the cop goes, let's get this fucker. He makes me follow him, lights and siren, to the house. I call the wife in a panic. I'm like, weird request. I need you to break out the front window. My poor son that was taking a nap got arrested for a felony, so I don't think that's good. You guys are a great crowd. This is awesome. Round of applause for you guys. This is awesome. We have like every type of music here. Have you noticed that? Look around. We got the young people. I see you. You guys like download your music. A lot of CDs and cassettes are here. An 8-track maybe right there. Fucking phonograph right there. There he is. You can laugh louder. He can't hear you. This is awesome. We got millennials, a colonial. This is fun. Where's my parents? Parents in the room? Raise your hand. Yeah? How many kids do you have? 3? Did you leave them in the car? You're like, fuck those kids. Yeah? Anyone got more than 3? Got her beat? Fucking why? How many kids? Yell it out. How many? 8. That's what I fucking thought you said. 8? You can't swallow? What's your problem? Oh my God. 8 kids. Are you Mormon? I saw some bicycles double parked outside. My best friend in the world is Mormon, and for some reason he specifically doesn't celebrate Halloween. Isn't that holiday all about ringing doorbells and knocking on doors? Isn't that their fucking thing? I thought that was their thing. I was raised Catholic. Any Catholics? Yeah? You were molested? All right, cool. I got kids. I have 2 teenage boys. Is this a young joke with young people? My son comes up to me and he goes, Dad, who sings the song Radioactive? And I'm like, Imagine Dragons. And he goes, Imagine dragging my nuts across your face. What the fuck does that mean? He's a good kid, though. We took him to Disneyland. We're on that roller coaster that's in the dark. I always forget the name of it. Space Mountain. So we're on Space Mountain. Mid-ride, we hear a 12-year-old girl screaming at the top of her lungs. And then we realized I was that 12-year-old girl. But I look over, guys, mid-ride, my son is text messaging on his phone. Mid-ride. And then it made me realize how I'm going to die. I'm going to be on life support. And he's going to unplug me to charge that fucking phone. Right? And my kids are gross. Like, all my kids do is play video games and masturbate. That's all my kids do. I don't know why I said masturbate. I pointed at you, sir. Don't lick your lips. That's weird. Don't do that, sir. They do. All they do is play video games and masturbate. Guys, we don't have a washcloth in the house that folds correctly. Last time I washed my face, I cut my fucking eyelid. And I know my one son has a masturbation problem. We bought him a Fitbit for his birthday. That motherfucker averages 75,000 steps a day. Phonograph, you guys married? Married, dating, fucking? What are you doing? Married? How long you been married, Phonograph? 30 years? Wow. 30 years, like in a row? Wow, big dick Phonograph. I like it. Nice. Very nice. I've been married 28 years to my high school sweetheart. Yeah, my high school sweetheart. I was her teacher. That's probably not a good joke to do at this show, is it? No, 30 years. We had a couple last night. They've been married 63 years. I asked the husband, I said, what's the secret to marriage? He goes, communication and always understanding each other. I asked the wife the same question. She goes, no habla inglés. I'll never forget when we were early on married, we'd have sex in all these different places. Like one time we had sex on a putting green. Another time was in a tent. And then the most fun was actually inside a kayak. Now, we're no longer allowed at that Dick's Sporting Goods. So. I got in trouble with the wife, ladies. Tell me if I fucked up. So we're shopping for dresses at the mall, right? Well, she is. And she asked me the question no guy wants to hear. She goes, do I look fat in this dress? No. And yes, well, that's not what I did. I don't know what I was thinking, and I was like, it depends. And I go, how much is that dress? She says $1,300. And I was like, moo! Fuck that. My wife says she wants to make a sex video. I was like, unless it's a 15-second TikTok video, I'm not qualified. Are you guys dirty or clean? All right, here we go. So this is my impression of my wife when she gives a blowjob. My wife when she gives a blowjob looks like she got a triple dog dare to put her tongue on a frozen flagpole. This is my wife. Will you just give me a regular blowjob? And she's like, you're too big. And I'm like, really? My dick is too big? And she's like, no, your stomach, it fucking suffocates me. What are you doing? Let it out. Are you snorting over here? That's the biggest compliment to a comedian. You didn't know to laugh or breathe. If my next joke you queef, I'll retire right now. You send the dick pics Phonograph? You do the dick pics? It's probably hard with a rotary phone, isn't it, sir? If you're ever going to send a dick pic, gentlemen, do it next to a travel toothpaste. You'll look huge. That's all I'm saying. I sent my wife a dick pic. She just wrote back, who dis? One time I sent her another dick pic and she's like, oh, thanks for reminding me to go to the grocery store to buy baby carrots. All right, you guys are fun. I'm going to try this. This is a dirty one, but I think you can handle it. So this is my most embarrassing moment, true story in my life. I am on a group family text with my parents, my in-laws, my wife, and I. My wife is in the kitchen. She grabs me a soda, and it explodes. She writes on this group family text, Jim's Coke just fizzed in my face. Yeah, you dirty shits are there already. Yeah, autocorrect, swear to God, wrote Jim's cock just jizzed in my face. My phone dings immediately. It's my mother-in-law. She's like, it's better than another kid. My dad responds just thumbs up. My phone dings one last time. It says, your father-in-law has left the group. My one friend said, if you really want to spice things up with the wife, you need to try anal sex. I love how quiet it gets when I say that. I'm going to be honest, we tried the anal sex, and all I got to say is, my asshole still hurts. I don't get it. I don't get it. I said that joke last night. A lady after the show says, that joke is offensive to gay people. My gay friend comedian goes, hey, I'm not offended. If I could take a dick, I could take a joke. Fuck yeah. So I wanted to talk about my job a little bit. I'm actually a naval veteran retired from the police department. Is that a good thing, Portland? Bad thing? I figured. It's okay. Before you judge, I was a DARE officer, and as we learned from the last comedian, that's like the Mango LaCroix of police work. So it's funny. I was at a show, and they were meaner to me. They said, "Get off the stage, pig." And that's the last time I invite my mother to a show. I tase that bitch. I don't give a shit. What you guys don't know is it's a very special show. All the comedians you're seeing tonight, I met on the job, and they're all here doing their community service. So. Yeah, Lori, who you just saw, we found her at a library fucking some guy. That was weird. Some have asked me why I wanted to become a police officer. I'm going to be honest with you, discounted food. Yeah, if you show your badge and ID at Chipotle, they give you 50% off. If you show your gun, 100%. Kentucky Fried Chicken gives you 75% off. Yeah, I got addicted to it. I started eating chicken like every day for like 2 months. Like most cops are trying to make sergeant, I was trying to make colonel. It was... Like, I literally voted for Bernie Sanders because I thought he might be related to Colonel Sanders. To Trump and Biden, people are like, that better be a joke, comedian. I was not an asshole cop. Like I said, they made me the DARE officer. And what's ironic is 13 years ago, I got my medical marijuana card. Do you realize what I'm saying, though? I told these kids for years to just say no to drugs. It was my turn. I was like, fuck yeah! And I was a hypocrite to all you guys. I used to pull you over for having 2 or more drinks. What happened tonight? We're like, you're gonna have 2 drinks. Right? I wasn't good with the pot either, man. I smoked it way too much one time. I'm walking down the street to pick up my daughter from middle school. Yeah, I don't have a daughter, so... Are you guys cat people or dog people? Dog? We are excited. We just adopted a retired canine officer. Yeah, it sounds cute, right? It's not cute when you have a medical marijuana card. We are fucking this dog up. Last time I was smoking, I think he wanted to call the police on me. I felt bad. I told the wife, I said, let's hide our stash in the closet. He's a drug-sniffing dog. He found all of it. He ate all of it. I didn't even know dogs could do this. He comes running out of the bedroom. He had the biggest smile on his face. And we know he liked it because when we took him for a walk that night, he tried to lead us to the Taco Bell drive-thru. We turned this police dog into Snoop Dogg. I think that's pretty good. You guys are a fun crowd. What's your name? Any idea? It's rude to ask you how old you are. How much do you weigh? I'm just teasing. Traffic stops are something you have to do on the police department. I had this guy, he was like super intoxicated, and I'm like, sir, I need you to step out of the car. And he's like, I'm too drunk. You get in. People are stupid too. I was like, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? And this guy goes, oh, because of those 2 felony warrants. I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. The best one was this guy, he's like, I'm like, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? And he's like, bro, if you don't know, I'm not fucking telling you, man. I arrested my childhood bully. No bullshit, isn't that cool? Yeah. I'll reenact that for you. So this is my childhood bully. And I'm like, who's got cooties now, bitch? She's not as tough as she used to be. It's fine. So I used to work in Chicago, and I used to work by the sports stadiums. And besides Dare, we used to work security at the sports stadium all the time. And we dealt with a lot of celebrities. One of the celebrities I pulled over, honest to God, was Sheen. And he was driving super fast. He jumps out of the car. He runs over to me, and he goes, officer, I know you're going to write me a ticket, but you need to know before you find it, there's cocaine in my glove box and a drunk hooker in my back seat. So I call my backup to check the car. Backup looks, he comes back, he says, Charlie, there's no drugs or hooker in your car. And Charlie goes, yeah, and I bet this cop's gonna try to tell you I was speeding too. Fucker, man. Dennis Rodman, you guys know him? Pulled him over. This is the 90s. He's in trouble with the NBA. He's going 130 miles an hour on the freeway. I'm like, Dennis, I said, you know what? I said, give me a good excuse I've never heard. I'll let you out of the ticket. He goes, I'm just trying to keep up with traffic. 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Dennis, there's no traffic out here, brother. And he's like, yeah, that's how far behind I am. The best one I had was Penn Jillette. If you don't know him, he's a magician mentalist. And I pull him over, middle of the night, no cars on the freeway. And he says, officer, if I could read your mind, will you let me out of the ticket? And I'm not going to tell you what he said. I'm actually going to show you. But I need a volunteer. I'm going to use you. You can stay there. So I want you to think of an actor that we would all know very, very well. And just say that name loud and proud. Matt Damon. So out of all the pictures I could have brought, is Matt Damon the one picture I brought? This is what Penn Jillette did to me on a freeway at 2 o'clock in the morning. Matt Damon. Matt Damon as a baby, everybody. But what if you would have said like Denzel Washington? I had that shit covered. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Hey, after the show, I'm going to be selling T-shirts, and all proceeds tonight are going to go to Jerry's kids. Yeah, Jerry's my dad, and I'm one of his kids. So I was just in a movie. I was in a movie that just got released on Amazon. I'm excited about that. I got cast as the depressed father. I walk into casting, first day of filming, and I'm like, hey, I know I have to get makeup or whatever, but I didn't know what kind of clothes to wear. She looks me up and down, she goes, you look good, you look good. What the fuck is that? But hey, you guys have been a lot of fun. If you'd like to follow my comedic journey, I got some fun things planned. If you are young, you could follow me on Instagram at The Cop Comic. If you are old, you could follow me on Facebook at The Cop Comic. And then Phonograph, you could follow me to Cracker Barrel, all right? God bless what you guys do. Thank you so much.